Hello traders, hope you're doing well. Now if you're a person who regularly trade in stock market, it becomes very important for you to learn about SGX Nifty. The purpose of this video is to provide you all the necessary information related to SGX Nifty so that you can use this information to your advantage while trading. Now without further delay, let us get into today's topic. Now first let us understand what is SGX Nifty. Traders, here the term SGX refers to Singapore Stock Exchange. In India, we have NSE, National Stock Exchange, right? Same way for Singapore, they have SGX. And here, Nifty refers to our own Nifty50 index. Now in simple terms, if I have to tell you, SGX Nifty refers to our Nifty future contracts, which are traded in Singapore Stock Exchange. Now, let us try to answer a very important question which a lot of you might have. What is the importance of SGX Nifty for traders like us? The most important reason why we even discuss about SGX Nifty is because every morning it gives us a sense of how our Indian market would open. If SGX Nifty is indicating a big gap up or gap down, Indian traders mentally prepare themselves with a plan of action when our market opens. So instead of waiting for our market to open, if we check SGX Nifty, we will get additional 3 hours time to prepare a trading plan for the day. Now some of them waste a lot of time by looking how SGX Nifty is performing in the night. But I feel that is very much unnecessary. It is more than enough if we look at SGX Nifty opening price in the morning. Morning 6:30, India time 6:30, we can see how SGX Nifty opened. That data is more than enough. Now let us try to answer some of the common questions which people have related to SGX Nifty. Now the first question which many people have is, how do I track SGX Nifty? In which website we get this information? Traders, the website which I prefer to search for SGX Nifty data is moneycontrol.com. Now you can go to Google and search for Money Control. Once that is done, then you have to go to this first link, moneycontrol.com. So click on this link. Now on this page, you just have to scroll down. Here can you see a section called Global Market? So here you click on View All Global Market. Now here if I scroll down, you can see under Asian Market section, we get SGX Nifty data. So SGX Nifty is trading at 16,215. You can check all the data. What was the open, what was the high, what was the low, and what was previous close. Now compared to other websites, Money Control provides the most accurate data when it comes to SGX Nifty. So you can go to Money Control website to check how SGX Nifty is currently performing. Now the next important thing which many people have to know is at what time Singapore Stock Exchange is open. See, our market opens at morning 9:15, closes at 3:30, right? Approximately we are open for 6 hours. But Singapore Stock Exchange is practically open for 24 hours. Specifically, if I have to speak about SGX Nifty, if I just scroll down, this is the official SGX website. SGX Nifty opens at 9 a.m. and it closes at 6:10 p.m. What they are mentioning here is Singapore timing. Traders, India is 2.5 hours behind Singapore. 9:50 a.m. means for us it will be around 6:30 in the morning. Now after this session is closed, SGX Nifty market will open at 6:45 p.m. and closes at 5:15 a.m. Now the morning session is called T session, and the second session for the same day, again when the market opens, it is called T+1 session. Looking at this timing, we can say our Nifty futures is practically trading for around 16 hours in Singapore Stock Exchange. For us, market is open just for 6 hours. Morning 6:30 only, when you wake up, you go and see how SGX Nifty is performing. From that, we will get an overall sentiment about what kind of movement our market can do when it opens at 9:15. Now, some of you might think, why is the Nifty contracts trading in Singapore Stock Exchange? After all, if someone wants to trade in Nifty, why not they trade in NSE? Why go all the way to Singapore for this? Right? See traders, there are two types of investors or traders for whom it makes sense to trade in SGX Nifty. The first kind of people are those who live outside India. Now because of the international rules and regulation, it is almost impossible to trade derivatives in any other country beside their own. So for those traders who live outside India, they cannot trade Nifty 50 on National Stock Exchange. Therefore, SGX Nifty becomes a great alternative for them. And then we have foreign institutional investors who have invested in India. Now these foreign institutional investors always prefer to diversify their portfolio to reduce their market risk. They especially make a lot of mutual fund investment in India as it is fast growing economy. Since they cannot directly trade in NSE, they invest in SGX Nifty future contract, which can act as a hedge for their investment. Now we all know our stock market is open from morning 9:15 to 3:30, right? But SGX Nifty will have 2 opening sessions for one day. This is very helpful for people from other countries to hedge their position in SGX Nifty when Indian markets are closed. Can I trade SGX Nifty? Now the answer for that depends on where you live. Now if you are an Indian resident, you cannot trade in SGX Nifty. As a matter of fact, an Indian resident cannot trade in any other derivative apart from what is listed in National Stock Exchange. But if you are a citizen of other countries, or if you are NRI, non-residential Indian, depending on your international guidelines and rules, you have chances to trade in SGX Nifty. But traders don't lose hope. Recently, I read an article that PM Narendra Modi ji is going to launch SGX Nifty in Gujarat International Financial Tech. You can see that. But because of heavy rain and other things, this event got postponed. If that happens, then in India also we can trade in SGX Nifty. Now the biggest advantage that we will have in case this is launched in India is our stock exchange is open for around 6 hours, right? But SGX Nifty will be open for 16 hours a day. The way how profit and loss is calculated in SGX Nifty is slightly different from what happens in India. In India, if 1 point movement up, we make 1 rupee profit, right? But when we are trading in SGX Nifty, 1 point towards the upside is like making $2, and 1 point going downside is like we losing $2. So it is completely based on dollars. So these two advantages we will have when SGX Nifty is launched in India. Now let me answer the last and the most important question for you. Does our market open at the same level where SGX Nifty is trading? So for example, if SGX Nifty is trading at 16,500, does this mean even our Nifty will open at 16,500? Now ideally speaking, both Nifty and SGX Nifty are supposed to be traded at the same level. But in reality, this doesn't happen 50% of the time. Many times I have seen SGX Nifty indicating a huge gap up of around 75 to 100 points. But when our market opened, the gap up was very small, around 20 to 30 points. So I suggest everyone to keep a track of SGX Nifty, but do not blindly follow SGX Nifty indication. Just use this information to create a trading plan for the day. Alright? Traders, I hope this video was useful. It takes a lot of time for us to create such content for you. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to this channel. Now that's all for this video. I will see you in the next one.